What is going on, Hater Nation? It's currently a Monday night, August 8th, and I'm officially back on this channel, giving you guys some gameplay and some commentary. What you see here is me and Mini Toph, my son Blake, doing some work in that new game mode Fracture. I absolutely start to go off. My aim starts off very horrible, as you can see, but later on I really start to pick it up and pull off some epicness. Enough about the gameplay. So, the reason why I haven't been uploading consistently on this channel is because of things that go on in my life. I'm not a daily vlogger as much as I'd like to be. I'm not a daily content kind of guy. I have to find some kind of inspiration out of the material in order to do something about it. That's about the best way I can put it. This gameplay right here, I could split it up and take some of the good parts, or I could do a commentary over it and let you guys just see how I do work after I haven't been on Call of Duty in forever. And I do some work in this game. I put in some OT. I punch in that ticket over and over again, just going off. But yeah, so let's back up about October of last year. Yeah. It had been a long time since I'd posted. It had been like over a year almost since I had actually like really started to post on this channel and, you know, do things. I was in a bad spot, and the place I was working for, I got injured, and unfortunately with the injury and having to go through physical therapy and rehab and everything, I got set into depression, which is really hard for me to really even explain how that even happens. But you know, you get into a point where you are going through an extraordinary struggle, extraordinary amount of pain, and it mentally zaps you. It honestly does. Looking back at it now and knowing what to look for and what to expect, I definitely have dealt with depression and know what it takes to get yourself out of it. The problem is that when you find somebody with depression, you can't do anything to get them out of it. They have to get themselves out of it. That's just being completely and utterly just honest. You have to help find your own inspiration. You have to draw from your experiences and from your wants and your needs, and just look at it with a level head and know that you can get out of this if you choose to. The problem is you have to choose to, and that's where I was. But took some time off. Been working part-time at this point since I got done being out of rehab and everything, and looking for something different to do. Something that's going to give me more out of my experience with working. Watch me just like unload the points right here. I actually run out of ammo. I punch that guy, and I go unload more points. I love that part. That was my favorite part of this game. But yeah, I'm looking for something more. I'm guessing the closest thing to it is, at this point, I want to look for something that I can actually put some time and effort into, as far as a career, as far as something that's going to take care of me financially, as far as my bills are concerned. And believe me, my bills are not that much. I'm very, very fortunate that my utilities and my rent and everything else that I have to pay is not that much. And you know, living where I live, cost of living is not really that high. And so at this point, I'm just looking for something that's gonna fulfill my time and make me feel like my time is worth what I'm putting into it. I'm getting back, you know what I mean? So one of the things I'd like to get into, something having to do with video and editing, music even. I've put in a couple different resumes and applications into news networks around my area for even like a cameraman. I really like to shoot video, and I can't even explain it, but shooting something to me is like showing the world what it looks like through my eyes. And to me, I almost feel like I have a responsibility for that. I have this talent and this ability to show the world how beautiful it is through my lens, through my eye. And I honestly want to do that. The video that was posted before this video was a tribute video that I'd put together for a friend of mine, Poppy McKeever, and he passed away recently. And I undertook this massive project of grabbing every picture I could of him from what I was given from his wife Carrie, and putting it together in a way that would represent him the best, that I felt he would be happy with. And there was like, I'm not even kidding, I probably went through like 15 to 20 songs in that video before I came up with what I did. And that was using song In Loving Memory by Alter Bridge. And it had to fit. I had to be happy with it. I'm very picky about the things that I put out now, just because the more time and effort and energy that you put into making and molding this thing into a product or into an item, to be consumed by a customer or to be consumed by a viewer on YouTube, so on and so forth, you're gonna get that back tenfold. And I put a lot of time into that video, and it was one of those things that you know you're doing it for a good cause, but you don't expect anything back from it, but you know that you've done it. You know that you've done it. And to me, that was more important than anything else that was going on in my life at that point. I had to get it done, and it had to be right, and it came off great. His wife and his family and friends, they all loved it. It really fit with who he was, and if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's not monetized because obviously I don't own the music that I put into it, but it didn't matter about monetizing the video or anything. It fit. It was meant to be the way it is, plain and simple, and I wouldn't change a thing in it. So if you have about 5 minutes, just check it out. And maybe one of these days, maybe the next video that I do, I'll do an IRL where I sit down and I talk about Poppy and family. But we're starting to close out this game right here. I don't get to play with Blake very often, but my son's got some skills. He beat me on this game, and he definitely knows what he's doing. We need to do like maybe we do some search and destroy, maybe even some double GBs or something, and see what we can do from there. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. This has been Toph. Later, haters.